Well, another exhibition of how poor we are when it comes on to facing spin. Yes, my viewers and subscribers. When you are supporting an ODI team and you are worried if they are able to score 200 runs, you know that you're up against it. Mhm. And, it just goes to show how far we are from where we need to be. Once the pitch is offering a little bit of assistance to the spinners, it's going to be problematic. And even at the beginning of our chase, when we went into bat, first 2 overs maidens, didn't have a problem with that. I was saying, all right, let's work ourselves in. But when I looked and I realized that the first 32 or so runs that we scored, straight boundaries, that is when I started thinking to myself, this is probably not going to go down good. Even though we managed to get 30 odd runs, straight boundaries, I was thinking once the boundaries dry up, we are probably going to be in for a long, long day, right? And so said, so done. So said, so done. You know, CWI, they are saying that they are finding ways to invest in players to help them develop their spin playing, which they're sending them to the Chennai training center to go and bat spin and training camp and all of that. Whenever it is time for them to put it into action, it just doesn't work. So 207, Shea Hope won the toss, the inserted them to bat, you know. Don't have a problem with that. We weren't sure what the pitch was going to do, so inserted them in. And 207, you cannot ask your bowlers for much more than that. Probably the only thing they would be panicking is, I think the last 3 games that we played against Bangladesh, in conditions like that, we didn't pass 200. The highest was probably 170 or so. Didn't pass 200, so they probably were psychologically defeated from then. But anyway, we're going to walk through the scorecard, but all I can say, the bowlers, you cannot ask much more of the bowlers. The last couple of overs, we probably could have kept it a little bit tighter, but it's a contest. It's bat versus ball, or ball versus bat, whichever way you want to put it. At some point, the batsmen will find a way to get the ball to the boundary, right? And as a result of that, they got over the 190 mark and then up to 207, right? So 207, 49.4 overs. So we got them out before the 58 overs, without them facing all of their overs. So batting for them, Tahid Hidoy, he got 51 from 90, 3 4s, held the innings together. They lost a couple of early wickets, so he did some work for them. Madul Islam, he got 46 from 76, right? So, spent some time at the wicket and made sure that his team, didn't just go blowing away. Our bowlers, they picked up a couple of early wickets, and then, in the middle, we also chipped away. And then, as I said, Bangladesh got some runs in the back end. Jaden Seals, he bowled 3 overs for 48 runs. Well, 7 overs for 48 runs, picked up 3 wickets, getting a couple of wickets in the back end. At one point, he was actually on a hat-trick, and I was thinking he was going to go for a Yorker, similarly to what he used to get to pick up the first, I think it was the second wicket. I was thinking he would go for something like that. Didn't do that. Romario Shepherd, he bowled 7.4 overs, 1 for 31. Kyrie Pierre was excellent, my viewers and subscribers. Didn't pick up a wicket, but, well, he actually picked up a wicket. He got an early wicket, 1 for 19 from his 10 overs. 1 for 19 from 10. Yes, my people. Very, very good bowling there by Kyrie Pierre. And he was excellent in the field also. I saw a majority of our bowling, and I saw all of our batting, basically. So, I can give you a good idea. Kyrie Pierre, he was mobile in the field, caught well, and he was good. Raston Chase, 2 for 30 from 10. Goody Kishmoti, 10 overs, 44. Justin Graves, helping out, picking up 2 for 32 from 5. Picked up 2 crucial wickets, but was taken apart a little bit, not a whole lot. As I said, 207 in the grand scheme of things is, you can't really ask your bowlers to do much more than that. So 8 for 1, 8 for 2, 79 for 3. Then from there, they had a partnership up to 115 for 4, 158 for 5, 165 for 6, 182 for 7, 198 for 8, 198 for 9, 207 for 10. And, that's basically how they did it. They went in with a bit of momentum on their side, even though they lost a wicket there right they lost their 10th wicket in the 50th over. They went in with some momentum because, they got some runs right in the back end there. Now, West Indies, we went out there, Brandon King and Alec Arthanis opened. The first 2 overs, 2 maidens, they were watchful. They weren't really moving around a lot, watchful. And then after that, Alec Arthanis brought out his sweep, he started to sweep, brought out the reverse sweep, the regular sweep, and got up to 27 before he was removed. 27 for off 36, plumb in front, 3 4s and 1 6. Brandon King, he batted for a bit longer, played some nice looking shots, but got out when we really and truly needed him. 44 from 60, 5 4s and 1 6, right? Casey Carty spent some time at the wicket, but wasn't settled at all. He scored 9 runs from 30 balls. So he wasn't able to kick on. Shea Hope also spent some time there, was also removed cheaply, 15 from 32. Rutherford didn't worry to trouble the score. Raston Chase got 6. Gudikish Moti 3. Justin Graves 12. Romari Shepherd 1. Kyrie Pierce 7. At Jaden Seals 3. So a whole heap of cash pot number there, if you understand what I mean. Apart from Brandon King, who got that 44, and Alec, he got 27. As a matter of fact, Shea Hope getting 15. No one else apart from Justin Graves down at the bottom there with 12 got into double figures. So Bangladesh, they just ran through our batting, my people. It was like taking candy from a baby once they got past the first 2 guys, right? Brandon King and Alec Arthanis. It was like taking candy from a baby. Our guys, they were clueless out there. You understand? I tell you why. One man pick up 6 wickets. Richard Hussain, 6 for 35, right? Mustafa Zohar got 2 for 16. So basically 2 of them ran through the entire batting lineup. And it's the old enemy. It's the old enemy. We hear how much they are investing and how much they are doing camps and they are bringing in this and that. And once we go back, every time we go out there is the same thing. Same thing. Once a little bit of turn or a little bit of spin is on offer, we are going to fold. And we definitely fold in that game. So another tough one. As I said, I saw most of our bowling. I thought Shea Hope missed a trick. That not to it's only 207 runs, so I not to really nitpick, but I saw a couple of boundaries when didn't have a slip, didn't have a third man. You understand? And the guys that I think it was about 2 or 3 and 2 or 3 occasions, the ball just went, a batsman just, not even so the batsman, the bowler took the edge and easy 4. So it's just tough. It's just tough. But I can't really say much about the guys in the field because they did what they had to do, and to get bowled out for 133 in 39 overs is unacceptable, right? Losing by 74 runs. It's unacceptable, my people, because you're chasing 207. We just want guts, fight, determination. That's all we're asking for, right? And we didn't necessarily see that at all. Guys came in, were losing wickets, and guys just came in and they were still, they weren't as cautious as they could have been, and we were made to look like fools. So that is it for right now, my people. Later on, we'll probably talk a little bit more about it. Big up.